Hello to everyone, this is Mr. Noli Anastasio. So I'm going to discuss today regarding for one possible problem of one financial corporation or any entity in regards of the liquidity issue. So now let's assume that a company has a problem regarding for the cash. So what other course of action that I can contribute to the company to remain operational? So if there is a liquidity issues in one corporation or entity, it will not only affect in one aspect. So if the issue is came from the shortages in cash, it will be affect the entire operation of the company. Let us assume liquidity issue came from cash. So I'm going to discuss regarding for the cash management. Here is the alternative course of action that I can recommend to the company for the cash management. So we all know that businesses around the world have a huge impact of COVID-19 pandemic. Businesses fail due to the cash flow problems. A cash flow shortages happens because there's no any cash into the business. So it means during the cash flow shortages, company might not have enough money to cover the payroll, the debt obligation, or other operation expenses. So here are the possible course of action might the company to be considered to remain the business functionally. Number one is forecasting the cash requirements of the business and preparing for the budget. It is really important that closely inspect the business plan, the processes, operation, and expenses of the company. So we need to determine why encountered a cash flow shortages. And it is also necessary to determine which areas of businesses are most least profitable. This will help to adjust the business plan to focus on services that generate the most profit. And also, we need to identify the areas of waste or unnecessary expenses that we need to remove from the operation. And secondly, we need to accelerate the receivables. So for a new customer, for example, we need to ask for a deposit or partial payment upfront rather than we're going to bill the entire amount due in a single invoice after the service has rendered or any product has been delivered. So by asking the new customer for early deposit, so we can generate cash. So for past due or for the services which already delivered or products, so we need to start sending those invoices. So it will be adjust the management of receivable to invoice to the clients immediately. So after the delivering the service or product, so we need immediately to send the invoice, so that the sooner we're going to send the invoice, the sooner we will get the payment, so we can gather some cash from that. So we can also follow up all the uncollected payments or past due or any partial from the clients. So because a cash flow during the crisis, the cash flow, we're going to count it. Even a single centavos, we're going to count on that. So for example, in the event that the client are unable to travel to pay their debt, personally going to the office or to the treasury, the company should have additional method of payment, such as client can be paid by credit cards or via online payment or mobile application or any electronics payment option. And also we can for the payables, we can also negotiate to the suppliers. So if the company can delay the order or reduce the amount of cash flowing out the company during the cash flow crisis. So these types of method we can just it's help to reduce the strain of working capital of the company. So we're going to consider also the borrowing options. Otherwise, we can raise investors' capital by bringing a new business partner, so we can sell the equity of the company. So here we can generate also a cash from them. And one more thing is we need to reduce, of course, our expenses. During a cash flow shortages, you must prioritize your company's expenses, eliminate all unnecessary expenses, and only spend on the costs that keep the operational and generated revenue in the company. So in addition, we can also have the option to sell the non-essential assets. So cutting non-essential expenses in a cash flow during the crisis, you can also offload non-essential business assets for time being. So as we can only sell it, those unnecessary ones, it is an effective and quick way to raise some cash as well. And also, we need to convert the sales to available cash as soon as possible at the lowest processing cost. So from that, we can generate also some cash. So in the part of the treasury, lastly, in the part of treasury operations aspect, treasurers should maximize the amount of liquid funds available at any time to ensure the cash flow shortage and minimize and more cash is available for investing. That is for the part of the treasury operation. So it can be invested in stock or bonds. They can do it that one, because from the stock market, if you're going to invest in the stock market, you can buy different types of shares. So it's unique in the amount of risk involving in growth potential. And for the bond side, for the bond market side, usually bond market is less complicated than the shared market. So the bond market allows our investing in the bond market. It's allow us to invest in options that minimize risk involved in the shares. So that's all regarding for my I think the alternative course of action that I can recommend to the company. So I hope that everything is going to accept it, my contribution for the following solution for this aspect. Thank you so much, and bye.